Welcome to the class again on photochemical reactions. We were discussing about this photoreduction followed by cyclization. I'll give you one more example on this. When this molecule is treated with light, it has generated this compound. Now we can easily explain the formation of this compound. When we pass light, first one is the carbonyl, which will absorb light. So it involves an electronic transition which generates a diradical like this. Now it absorbs hydrogen from this carbon. Why only this hydrogen? As I said, it should be sterically proximate hydrogen. Proximate is just a word which represents nearby. Now you count the number of atoms involved in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means the hydrogen which is placed at the 6th position can be easily abstracted. Please mute yourself. So the hydrogen which is placed on the 5th carbon to the oxygen. So that means hydrogen becomes the 6th one. So it involves essentially in a 6-membered transition state. So this radical picks up this hydrogen radical, hence it generates OH, this benzylic radical. Benzylic radical, on both sides it is benzylic radical, so it is more stable. This is also a benzylic, at the same time it is tertiary benzylic. Now these two radicals will undergo bond formation to give this product. We can explain in this way, or else we can also explain this second fashion. It generates a benzenoid diene. It generates a benzenoid diene Now this diene will undergo an electrocyclic reaction. What is that? Electrocyclic. It involves in an electrocyclic ring closing reaction. Ring closing reaction. It involves an electrocyclic ring closing. So this is a 4-pi system, right? So it is a 4-pi system. So under photochemical conditions, it involves like this. So it involves an electrocyclic ring closing reaction, which gives the four-membered ring. The similar benzenoid diene, this can be utilized in a Diels-Alder reaction. So I'll give you one more example of generation of this benzenoid diene followed by a Diels-Alder reaction. So when we treat this molecule under photochemical conditions, this is a sterically proximate hydrogen which is having 1,6 relation with oxygen. So I'll directly write the benzenoid formation. Oxygen which generates a radical will pick up this hydrogen radical. So the rearrangement of electrons will generate this benzenoid. Now it is a good diene for a Diels-Alder reaction. So when it is treated with a dienophile CO2Me, so when it is treated with a dienophile, it involves in a Diels-Alder reaction which generates a six-membered ring. And this is the new double bond generated, right? So there will be an six-member transition state and rearrangement of pi bonds to generate sigma bonds and a pi bond. Then we already have two double bonds in this six-member ring. If we have one more six-member ring, then one more double bond, this ring will also become an aromatic system. So generation of a third double bond to become aromatic is very, very easy. So that is why I am missing something, right? I am missing this OH here. So this OH. So this proton easily undergo deprotonation and this alcohol will undergo dehydration. So OH and hydrogen will undergo dehydration reaction and generates another aromatic ring, pH CO2Me CO2Me. Now you look at this example, which is a similar reaction. When it is treated under photochemical conditions, then acid treatment. Here, without acid treatment itself, it is undergoing dehydration, but here we must have some acid treatment. So the oxygen radical will pick up the hydrogen from this carbon. So it involves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-membered ring. In the previous example, it may lead to a 4-membered ring, but here this is oxygen, so we don't have hydrogens here. This oxygen radical will pick up hydrogen from this. So what we are getting is a 5-membered ring like this. Okay. Then under acidic conditions, we are supposed to write OH here, but that will undergo dehydration. we are supposed to write OH here, but that will undergo dehydration. So it generates a double bond here. Similarly, this side. You try writing all the steps, okay? We have a carbonyl here. When it is treated under photochemical conditions, this oxygen radical will pick up a hydrogen radical from this carbon. So this carbon will have a radical. This carbon and this carbon will undergo bond formation to give this molecule. Under photochemical conditions, it is giving both cis and trans products. So this is trans product. This is cis ring fusion. Here we are getting 3:1 ratio. Now, not only abstraction of sterically proximate hydrogen, it is also possible to have disproportionation reaction between different compounds. It's not intramolecular, it is intermolecular. So this molecule under photochemical conditions will undergo, carbonyl will undergo reduction, isopropanol will undergo oxidation. So it is photoreduction. Carbonyl will undergo reduction, so it forms alcohol. Isopropanol will undergo oxidation, so it becomes acetone. When we pass light, it generates two radicals, oxygen radical and carbon radical. Oxygen radical will immediately pick up a hydrogen radical from isopropanol, so it becomes OH. Then this carbon radical will pick up another hydrogen from isopropanol, alcoholic carbon. So it undergoes reduction. Then oxygen radical and carbon radical will undergo bond formation to generate the carbonyl. Now, not only photochemical reductions, it may also undergo a different reaction. See, when we use methanol, first the oxygen radical will pick up a carbon radical. In this case, this oxygen radical may pick up a proton radical, hydrogen radical from alcohol. But in this case, what happens? It picks up, yeah, I'll explain the mechanism and then I'll give the product. It picks up a hydrogen radical from the alcoholic carbon. Okay, in the previous example, I told you that this oxygen radical, which is generated under photochemical conditions, will pick up the hydrogen radical. Whereas in this example, this will pick up the radical from carbon. Okay. Now it generates oxygen. Oxygen will pick up the hydrogen radical. So it becomes OH. Of course, carbon radical is there. And we have radical and alcoholic carbon. Now these two will undergo dimerization to give a product like this. Okay, so here it is disproportionation, it is photoreduction of carbonyl. Here it is photoreduction followed by alkylation. Let me tell you one thing. There are many possibilities in photochemical reactions. We just need to explain how it is formed. We cannot explain if we don't study it. We cannot expect what could be the product. Okay, if the product is given, we can easily explain it how it has formed. In the next example, acetone and cyclohexene are treated under photochemical conditions, and see what is the product here. Here, the allylic proton, if it is removed, it generates allylic radical which is stable. So acetone picks up the proton from allylic carbon, then it undergo dimerization. Okay, acetone under photochemical conditions, acetone will absorb light, then this oxygen radical will pick up hydrogen from the allylic carbon, will pick up the hydrogen from allylic carbon. Why? When it picks up a proton, a hydrogen radical from allylic carbon, it is generating an allylic radical. Allylic radicals are stable. Then these two will undergo dimerization. Okay, right. Not only this photoreduction or abstraction of sterically proximate hydrogen, it is also possible to have photoisomerization. This is a Z double bond, a double bond in 7-membered ring. When it is treated under photochemical conditions, it undergoes isomerization. How? The Z double bond now becomes E double bond. The Z double bond now becomes E double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Under photochemical conditions, it is undergoing isomerization. So the Z double bond is converted to E double bond. Now this is the smallest ring made that contains a trans double bond. This is the smallest ring that contains a trans double bond. In the next example, when this 4-membered ring is treated with the light under photochemical conditions, treated with light in presence of methanol, instead of just photoreduction, it is undergoing ring expansion. It is undergoing ring expansion. It is undergoing ring expansion. How? Of course, under photochemical conditions, first carbonyl will absorb the light, so it generates a diradical. Then it undergoes alpha cleavage. There are two possibilities. This bond can involve in alpha cleavage, or this bond can involve in alpha cleavage. When this bond involves in alpha cleavage, ethyl OMe, it generates a secondary radical. If it involves in alpha cleavage, it generates a primary radical. Primary radicals are less stable compared to secondary radicals. So this is the possible alpha cleavage. Then it will generate this. Now this radical will involve in bonding with oxygen. So it generates ethyl OMe. This generates the 5-member ring. Okay, this radical will involve in bonding. Amma, please. Sai. This carbon will involve in bonding with this oxygen. So with this, it generates a 5-member ring. Then this carbon will pick up the Saima, please. Sai will pick up the hydrogen So this will pick up the hydrogen from methanol. Then CH3, these two will undergo bond formation to give this product. Okay. I'll give you one more practice problem for today. You practice this, okay? Yeah, there is no class after this.